And chat, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are in the middle of MSQ and blazing a path forward. Oh wow, no queue today. Huh. So let me bring the stream crew on. Well, we'll bring Di on. Minda doesn't appear to be in the voice chat yet. Oh, nope, there he is. He joined literally the moment I did.
Yeah. Hello.
How's it going, you two?
Very good.
Dead silence. What's new with you guys?
Nothing much. Doing submersibles right now.
Whoops, I was muted. Hello. I wonder why you interrupted me to say dead silence.
It happens to everybody. The opposite of the problem I had at the start of the stream today. I didn't mute my mic during the intro.
I'm so close to platinum. So close. I just need 2 wins.
Meanwhile, I'm still in Bronze 3. I've been doing quick play. I'm trying to learn Thor. Trying to learn Thor and Rocket so that I have a tank and healer that I can actually do stuff on. Thor is fun. Thor is fun. Not the most exciting character, but fun. Have either of you played the guy?
I played a bit of him. I'm still trying to find my tank.
My tank, I have found my tank. My tank is making you though.
Nice.
I just haven't connected with any of the tanks like I have Cloak and Dagger and King Cell.
Yeah. Yeah, Magni is a lot of fun. I also like quite a bit. He is a very different kind of tank. What was it going?
Excuse me.
But yeah, it feels kind of good when you rank up and it says you're ranked higher than 85.9% of players. Woo!
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that includes everybody who's hit level 10, even if they haven't touched competitive.
Mm-hmm.
However, this still means I'm better than 85% of players. Woo!
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, I have like I have the goofiest luck with competitive, where like I play quick play, and I'll get like a 10-game winning streak in quick play, and then I go into competitive, and it's just every fucking partner I have is brain dead, and I'm just like I don't like last week I jumped from Bronze 3 because I hadn't played competitive at all this season. I jumped from Bronze 3 to Silver 2 in like an hour, and then all this week I just haven't gotten a win. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then I go back into quick play and then I kill a bunch more and then I go 30-2 again and I feel good about myself. And I'm like, what is this? Where are these teams when I need them?
The answer in the higher ranks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to be to get out of the lower ranks. You need to be the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so, right, we're starting with a dungeon. We need a healer.
Yeah.
Well, I wait for a healer to volunteer. Yeah.
And I need a minute to finish tending to the subs.
Yeah. It's a little bit cringe to complain about your teammates, but sometimes it really is the rest of the team.
Sometimes it really is the rest of the team. I'm sorry, it is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm talking like in general. So, like,
Yeah. Well, like, and especially when, like I said, like, I'm getting, like, that kind of luck where, like, clearly I can get good teammates and win. I do it in quick play all the time.
Yeah. Moise Kaifu wants to heal. Cool. And you have a party invite, Minda, whenever you're done with what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, Magneto's a lot of fun as a tank, because, like, he also does that, he does that thing that sages do, where he turns, where his, like, a kit just, like, feeds itself, where he uses his defensive abilities, which powers up his offensive abilities, which let him get kills.
Yeah.
Which let him, like, continue to defend his party, and then it's just a vicious cycle of winning. It's great.
Yeah.
And also, just yesterday, I finally got the King Magneto skin from the Battle Pass, which is great.
Oh, nice. I just got that as well.
I need to figure out, like, I'm learning how to not overextend as Thor, because my other characters are Squirrel Girl, who snipes from a distance, and Rocket, who snipes from a distance, and stays in the back line for heals, and Storm, who snipes from a distance.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Rocket doesn't necessarily snipe from a distance. His main weapon, it has a massive spread, so at a distance it does barely any damage. It's more like a rapid-fire shotgun. However, you should be at a distance anyway because you're a healer primarily, and that is basically just oh shit, I have no other options, I can't even run matter.
Yeah, DPS Rocket means you're playing Rocket wrong. Alright, so before we get told to consider Shadowbringers, shall we consider Shadowbringers?
Hang on, I'm putting treasure away.
Okay.
I forgot to do this earlier, and so now I'm doing it on stream. Sandwich bracelet, put that away, put this away.
I did not realize that Thor's ult does a dot in the AoE before he slams down until I started hearing the noise tick down when I tried him. I've gotten almost as many kills from the dot as I have from the slam.
Yeah. Okay, now I am ready to consider Shadowbringers.
Roban would play Thor, but everybody should be playing Bucky.
Okay. Everybody the class they want to be? We've got our Moise Kaifu healer.
Here. Let me swoosh. Oh, no, I'm occupied. Come on.
Some of those noises are almost words.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not the gear I want. This is the gear I want. Okay, come on.
Malikah's well. Mourning the loss of her beloved, the Queen of Nabath Orang commanded a great well be built in his memory, its waters offering respite from the sweltering heat. In more recent years, the well was transformed into an excavation site by the miners of Al-Marang. It has long since fallen into disuse, yet the presence of light emanating from within is unmistakable. What horrors await at the trolley track's end in the depths of this massive reservoir? Oh, Milena, if you are able to, I just remembered that you're away. If you're able to on your phone, there's a stash tab sale going on in Path of Exile right now. I haven't heard back from support about using my points to get you a currency tab, but if you want to get a currency tab on discount, now's the time. Or in 3 weeks, because that's when the next sale will be. Anyways, you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'll do a ready check for Moise. Sweet. All right, let's do it.
I went to a rock musical yesterday evening with my brother, and my grandma was terrified that we'd end up dying on the bridge or driving on the bridge or something because there was a windy storm over in Ireland.
Oof.
We're not in Ireland.
Yeah.
Not even at that coast.
It's a small distance between Ireland and England. Malikah's well. Oh, hey, it's the living sword things. One of my favorite monster designs in this game, like, seriously. Oh, I should have flared, not immediately swapped to Blizzard. Oh well.
We'll make you land at some point. We can't carry you if we take you into Savage.
I know, I know. Wow, that we're already in level 77 content.
Well-paced expansion.
Oh. Yeah. Speaking of level 77, Sanctherm in chat suggested that we go ahead and do the caster role quest today. Like maybe after this dungeon, which it could be a good. Now's as good a time as any to take that detour.
Okay.
Cat, what are you doing? Alright, you're going on top of the fridge. If you want to climb, you're going on the fridge.
I told you by placing you upon the food, but unable to reach.
Alright. You're on the fridge. Are you happy now?
Ninja's cat got fridged.
Yes.
You better get some good character development out of this, or it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah. It's like, it always makes me think of that other TikTok. It's like, oh, right, you're grounded. Get on top of the fridge. Get up there.
This is odd, quiet, kind of eerie music. It's mostly just been kind of nothing music, though.
Yeah.
Good at what it needs to be, but it isn't iconic. Honestly, feels like something that would be out maybe in more of a Resident Evil style game.
Alright, Mike. If you want attention, I'll give you attention. My DPS is going to suck for this next boss, but I have a cat, so.
Good kitty cause trouble.
We find your terms acceptable.
It's my favorite Sonic character.
Ow.
And Mindle will be along in a sec. We can wait.
Yeah.
You're watching Shenpai walk a sprout through ARR? Yeah, I think I actually follow the person that she's helping, but obviously I can't watch.
Yeah. Alright, I am back.
Damn right I like Mighty. Mighty needs to be in more games. Or at least get ports for his other games. Get away from him! Get away from him! He's about to do a grab daily with his tail. We have lost Lewis.
Uh-oh.
That's a problem.
Should we just wipe and try again?
Well, we can't. Unfortunately, we can't just wipe, so we just have to keep fighting and see how this goes.
Oh dear.
That'll probably kill Ringo, so...
Nada!
Why did you use your mitt? We want you to die.
Yeah, we'll see. Not over till it's over.
Oh, it's about to be over.
Get away. Still away.
Yep, that's me. So we got him down to half health without the healer.
Oh, this music.
It is pretty good music.
Obviously, the final boss version is better, though.
Yeah, we're synced minimum idol level. As usual. Which, again, I think is the best way to experience the game for the first time if you can handle it. Because I've played non-minimum item level dungeons and trials, and they end way faster, and you don't get to feel the mechanics.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting when we get to the Endwalker Alliance raids, because they have like some big set piece moments that you can just skip because the DPS is so high nowadays. So hopefully when we get in there, we'll have enough people in the party to like sandbag the DPS so we can actually see the whole fight.
Yeah.
Dive starting.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Okay, it's not coming at me.
Handbuster? Oh no, snap. Okay, now away from that. Must we stay out? Because
Made it. Oh, they're after me!
Get back in here. I was.
Are you using AoEs? Because there's no reason for them to have aggroed to you.
Yes, I was using AoEs.
Now, like, as soon as they showed up, you started using them, or were you using them before?
They showed up, they started running towards Dai. I thought Dai had them, so I started casting AoEs.
Okay.
I had
They
to.
started coming to you right away. It felt like you were just like... So I had to ask if you were just like using AoEs just instead of your single target rotation. It's like that? Okay.
No, only once they show up.
Alrighty.
Yeah, a lot of the time I'll wait for enemies to get towards me rather than running over to grab them.
Yeah.
Because that keeps the boss in place.
Gotcha. Okay, now I can use the AoE.
Yep. Attack, let's go.
I ran out of elemental gauge because I wasn't paying attention properly.
Between this guy, Mike the Armadillo, and Dylan from Dylan's Rolling Western, there is... What is with the armadillos being red?
Armadillos are usually like a brownish tan, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm used to them being more like the pack armadillo colours, aren't they?
Alright, what's in this treasure coffer? Smoke Samurai. Scholar. I guess I'll roll greed on the Scholar gear.
Yeah, it's 412, so you can definitely use it on some job or other.
I pressed my macro back.
Especially since we're going to have to start leveling up the other roles at some point soon.
Yeah. We've just been so into Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
And it's not just me.
And it's not just you either, that's true.
I didn't like that we found out that after you've got for like the fifth and sixth portal onwards for Doctor Strange just shows a black circle instead of actually what's through the portal.
Weird. Oh yeah, I was in a group with Dai and a few of his friends, and we experimented with the Thor railgun, and it was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens if you send Thor up?
Oh, he hits the skybox.
Yeah, at one point they were trying the launch up thing, and I just as they were about to go through one of the portals to get launched up, I put another portal so it launched them sideways off the map, in between them and the portal.
Weirdly, I landed on solid ground. Been to a point where you can talk about other things while doing a new dungeon? I suppose I have.
Yeah. When you're doing single pulls, even in minimum item level.
Well, true.
Gentlemen.
Does feel pretty good, though.
Yeah. I remember some of the early days, Di and I would just be chatting away while doing our dungeons, and you'd be in the back suffering.
Just panicking.
Just panicking, having no idea. And it's like, hey, Laura, what do you think of that thing that just said? It's like, what?
How do I shot fire? I'm surprised the "How do I shot web" meme hasn't made a resurgence with Marvel Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with turning off automatic swing.
It's Namor and Jeff that do automatic swim.
Yeah. The other meme that I've seen a resurgence of was I don't know if you remember the "Why Putin" meme, but people have been using that song with Mr. Fantastic.
Roland Loot.
Oh, hang on.
I want that helmet.
Pass. Pass.
Okay.
Amphibious Talos. Do we have to kill a rock frog? Does it have buckets on its hands and head?
Yes.
Correct.
Huh.
It is amphibious after all.
Yeah,
You know, this boss is fun. You'll see.
yeah, the NPCs all have comments about this. Like, Stagrid is just like, you can't be serious. And Alpina's like, is that a bucket?
This is a bucket. No.
Oh,
There's more. Dear God.
God.
Okay, well this is a bit of a hectic fight.
Bye.
So around the outside?
Nope.
Definitely not. There's no way to outrun it if you stay on the outside.
Fair enough. Thank you for the healer.
Did you know that they've changed the symbol for the sage?
When?
Not long after it was released in Endwalker. Originally, you know how it's got the
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It used to look more like the wings, but it just kind of looked unreadable.
No. What the issue was, you see how it's it's designed to look like four of the sort of wing blade parts, and the bottom one has a hole in it. Mm-hmm. It used to be that all four of those wing blades on the icon had holes, and it was triggering people's trypophobia. So they changed it for accessibility reasons.
Ah, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
By the way, I can confirm that the bucket is empty.
That's not where I wanted to go at all.
I did get ready to Blackest Night you if you needed it, Minda.
Yeah.
I would have done it for Law as well, but it's funnier when he gets hurt.
Seems about to die, so I'm not swapping back to fire. I'm just going to end the fight in ice so I can Umbra Soul.
Yeah. You should probably, as soon as if we get to the first pack of mobs, use your limit break, because you have an AoE limit break that you can do.
Oh, and we'll get limit break back.
Yeah, we'll get limit break back for the next boss.
Earrings offending has dropped twice now. Gross. Yeah. I already have the expansion earrings that will mean I will never need to get earrings until.
Should I use it on these two, or should we pull more?
Sure, go ahead.
I can pull more.
We can. Let's do a big pull with a limit break. That'll be fun and harrowing.
Go for it.
Wow, that did jack all for damage.
Did more than it would have done against the boss.
True enough.
Okay, Minda, I saw your avatar and I was like, wait, a cloak?
Hmm?
I saw your avatar and my brain was like, cloak?
Huh.
Oh boy, this is cool. Is that ice or crystal? I guess it's crystal.
I think it's city corruption.
Yeah, it's light corruption tends to go with white crystals. Okay, we will focus fire this one. Sure. We'll go with this one.
Gonna kill it before it wakes up.
Yeah, exactly. Off minimum item level, you can get both of them before they wake up, but, you know.
What did a rock do that was indecent? It didn't even have genitals.
So, once again, let's focus fire the one on the right.
Oh, 3 of them this time. Nope, not the treasure coffer.
I'm just gonna get aggro on the others, I'll be right back.
Then middle one?
Yeah.
In this one,
gun,
machinist, and another.
We found the ancient Nabarian gun, Nabeth gun, which they had back then.
Yeah, and we don't seem to have any more.
Huh.
This boss is a freaky design. I love it.
That's a Persona-ass boss.
Yeah, it is.
You're morally accurate, Zenita? I love this music so much.
Storage.
Yeah, I believe that is the love, the familial love. I could be wrong. Somebody can correct me.
I think we fought that Senator already.
No, we fought Philia, and which is wait, I thought Philia was. Okay. We've done Philia, we've done
That will
Eros.
tell us.
Ow. Unquestioned
But yes,
acceptance.
as per tradition, it is a Greek word for a type of log.
Okay, yeah, Stargaze familial.
Noted.
Philia, I believe is.
I was looking at chat. What was the tell for that cross-shaped laser beam move?
The size of the pyramid shootout.
yeah.
It's just like Alexander has a similar mechanic.
Get under, log, get under.
Get in.
There was a big circle. Yeah, because I believe Philia is friendship, and I know that Eros is romantic. Okay,
These things we have to get behind? Nope, that's an AoE in the center.
Okay, now they're going to mimic that in the order that he shoots it out.
Yeah.
So we'll go in clockwise. We always go clockwise, just. Joel, Linda.
Yeah, whoops.
And this guy's attacks are all named after various torture methods as well, like breaking wheel. You ignored the last one, though.
Oh, shit. I thought it was over when we did all four. I didn't realize he'd do a sixth.
Yep.
Intestinal crank.
It's the red line.
Ouch!
Once again, a real torture method from back in the day, which has a fairly descriptive name.
Red line.
Yeah. Ow. Do I have a Vuln stack or something?
Yes, you have three.
You have three.
Crap. They go away in 10 seconds at least.
They go away in 2 minutes if you just keep getting hit by them.
Heritage Fork. Get to.
Okay, you want to get on the corner. You want to be in... No, no.
Hey, I don't
Yeah.
have Vuln stacks anymore.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, they shoot out the walls, not out the corners.
Yeah, that's why I said you want to be on the corner.
Okay, from this point on, southwest is going to be safe. Law, why are you not attacking?
Because there were things happening around me that I didn't want to get hit by. Oh my god.
Well, you got hit anyway, and you still weren't attacking, so...
I was moving to the southwest because Dai said it was safe.
It was. You just took too long.
Alright, what is happening now?
Now we'll basically just repeat mechanics until we kill it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good boss, but a simple one.
Alright, getting behind us or getting in? Getting
in the
in,
circle.
getting in.
When has game behind it ever been the thing?
Okay, it'll be south first, and then it'll be going clockwise. Go west. Go north. Go east.
And then go in.
Correct.
Let me know when I should limit break him.
Wait till it's at like 5%.
Alright, I'm doing it now. Got him. Alright, let's see if it has any effect on me now.
No, that cutscene won't be till later. Oh, or maybe it will happen now. Never mind.
Count Bob's enjoying the. Do I have a Vuln stack? You have 3.
Watching this with an impassive look on my face, like this might as well happen.
Mm-hmm.
It feels all warm and tingly.
It's just sort of the Vieira way of doing things.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, we're at 4 Light Wardens inside us now, so that's a lot.
That's a lot. Legolas, after 12 drinks, I think it's starting to affect me. All right.
So,
where
you're
are we
making
taking
Legolas
our
sound
pick?
British. Oh, the music drop.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, dancer weapon. Nobody else roll on that because I need it, because I'm a dancer.
I passed on both, and I rolled need on the music. Hey, Moose got it.
Oh, I got the sword. Sword as a drop from the clear bonus.
Nice.
You guys will have clear bonus gear as well.
Do we want to line up with the silence? Maybe? I don't know. There's not a whole lot in here that's picturesque.
Yeah, it's kind of samey arena.
Oh, it's actually kind of a nice looking sword.
It is a nice, good sword.
Alright, how are we lining up with the Scions?
I think this is good.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Alright, G-Pose.
Warrior would really prefer a little bit less light, thanks.
At the moment, we're going by the title Warrior of Darkness, after all.
Yeah, so a warrior who would prefer a little bit less light.
Yeah.
Yeah, something along the.
Well, I got a chest piece from the clear bonus.
Yes.
Is that
Something
an
a little
armory
more-
chest or a coffer?
It'll be in your armor chest. You just when you clear a dungeon, you just get a piece of gear dumped into your inventory when it's a main scenario on.
Yeah, if you scroll up to right when we defeated the boss, you'll see it showing up in your inventory, in your armory chest.
In a pair of Naboth shoes of casting. Hey, it's better than what I've got on.
Yeah.
Can't apply glamour plate here. Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay, I've tried to get all the scions in.
Alright, let's take a look at this.
Hosting now.
Yeah, that works. I think I'll probably use the boss as the video thumbnail.
Yeah. Not a
Yeah, the boss is a good look.
Of course, that's assuming nothing interesting happens in the story beforehand.
True.
Yeah.
1 sec, guys. All right, post that in chat. All right.
On we go.
On we go.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travelers made it all the way to Nabatha Reng. But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hell's had gone on.
What indeed? At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaced.
Yeah, thank God.
Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
One of us almost didn't.
You can say that again.
I mean, he survived the crash just
Have
fine.
you seen this?
Apparently, the back of that guy's outfit didn't survive, though.
The sky. It.
Oh, hey, it's the kid.
Yeah. Because this is that same zone, even though it's like miles away, we haven't been there in 20 hours.
Yep. Oh, longer than that.
Yeah.
I got welcomed to Shadowbringers like 30 or 40 hours ago.
Yeah.
That long already. Oof.
Well, maybe 30. This is part 10 of Shadowbringers, I think. No, maybe part 12.
Last. Night has returned to Amareng.
It's daytime.
They could have kept the situational weather for this cutscene.
God damn it.
They didn't have to do Alizé dirty like that. Come on.
We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
Oh, that was a very fast sunrise.
It took us a while to get back up out of there.
Yeah, like, clearly.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Back to Calusia.
Also,
The last
Ranjit had to
refuge of
flee.
light.
Home to our dear Lord Vorfrey, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
How you guys feeling about an assault on Yulmore? Because I'm pretty sure he's got the
Well,
Light
he
Warden
should.
with him.
For defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
It's so odd to see her with orange hair and the new name.
It's so refreshing for the rest of us. Like,
Uh,
this has been Reen for like 6 years for the rest of us. Like, going back to blonde miniphilia was weird, you know?
Yeah, oh my god. When I accidentally called her Lise just before the cutscene, I was like, oh my god, what did I just say, Reen? In my head. I was like, hey, okay, no, I said I fucked up, but I fucked up in the right way. It's fine. It's fine.
Perhaps their ministrations were not as thorough as I thought. Or perhaps I was a touch too reckless.
Hey, your clothes are repaired. How the fuck did that happen?
What? They are! What the hell? Who clothes beamed you? If only I could have seen the look on Magnus's face when the night sky returned. They must all be so happy. But what about you, Lore? Do you feel different at all? Well, I'm having heart troubles, apparently. Is this not the moment Emmett Selk usually chooses to descend upon us? Whatever will we do without his feigned praise and backhanded compliments? Yeah, where is he? Once more shall the night share equal dominion over the firmament, and yet our travails are far from over. The end to light's dominion over this world is fast at hand. I'm going to resummon Pixel. We did it. We really did it. I only wish there were time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort.
Well, if we go to do that caster quest right now, that'll take us to the neighborhood of the inn.
Yeah, fair enough. They thought the world beyond changing, but today I think we proved them wrong. We will fix this broken land, Lore. Together. Now we've unlocked flight!
Hey.
When all of this is over, it would mean a lot to me if we could go and visit Teslene's grave together. I have such
Reen's
a lot
hair
to
is
tell.
Reen's hair is almost the exact same color as these rocks here.
Oh yeah, it kind of is.
Kind of blends in.
Oh yeah, I guess Thancred could have a glamour plate.
Honestly, Thancred's crafty. He probably just like fixed his clothes himself at some point, honestly.
It's been
He
like
seems
3 hours.
Yeah, he seems like the type to carry a sewing kit.
I guess. More than a hunch. Reen seems troubled by the sight of you. Yeah, she can see what's happening to me just like Y'shtola can.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling all right, Lore? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw its ether. Never mind. Hello, hello.
Your
Can
mic's up. Your mic, by the way, sounds like it's coming through something like a different microphone.
That's weird.
Yeah, you sound really echoey and
You
distant.
sound very tinny.
That's
I
weird.
assumed you were talking through like a cell phone or something, and we're about to switch to your real mic.
Shouldn't be. Hang on.
The computer probably reset to like a webcam mic or something.
My headphones. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
How's this?
There we go. That's better.
Okay. Alright, let me bring back chat.
Yeah, whenever I shut down my computer, it does the same thing, where it just resets the default microphone to like my webcam, because my webcam came with a mic, because that's just how they do.
I wonder what the hell caused that crash. That's weird.
Yeah.
Switch to the events tab for the dialogue we missed. Alright, one sec. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, it cut off in the middle of Reen's lines. Reen says, "Are you feeling all right, Lore? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw its ether. Never mind. I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. I'm just relieved I was right about where the Warden was hiding. The last one is hiding in Kalusia, isn't it? I can feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, I think we could all do with some rest. And Y'shtola says she sees it too, then.
Mm-hmm.
You did get a line wrong there. She said, "I can't feel it from here."
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. A fairly important distinction.
Fairly important distinction indeed.
So, do we want to head back to the Custarium and continue MSQ, or do we want to fly across the zone and do some Black Mage shit?
Oh, are the quests here instead of in the Crystarium?
Yeah, well, because we did the first one already, and our buddy planted himself in Ward Soak.
Yeah, let's, if you think this is a good time to do it, let's do some Black Mage shit.
Sure. I need to switch to Summoner. And I need to switch to, Painter.
Right,
One
so
minute, I need to
northeast?
glamour this.
Northwest.
I'm just popping to the Crystarium. I need to glamour this paintbrush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
come to
said
me.
northwest, but why are you to the northeast?
Because I teleported and then walked 5 feet to the northwest.
Ah.
You can't accept the teleport to Ward Soak. And that will help you significantly.
Serig!
Yeah, let's... I can catch up in the dialogue.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. And your timing couldn't be better. As luck would have it, a little bird told me that... Okay. That
Phronesis, I think.
No, I was looking and seeing if my OBS had frozen again. A little bird told me that Phronesis was sighted in the vicinity not long ago. Don't you worry. I have no intention of rushing in like a fool. My plan is to shadow the Sin Eater from afar, that we might observe the hollows with our own eyes and formulate a suitable plan of attack. To that end, I procured this mannequin here from a merchant acquaintance of mine at the Crystarium. By setting it on Phronesis' trail, I mean to gauge just how wide of a berth we must keep from the fiend, so as not to be sucked up into the void. Shed no tears for this little fellow, friend. His sacrifice will be the key to our success. And yet, as you can see, he's not quite in the best state of repair. Pray, lend me a hand in procuring what we need to get him back on his feet. Where is it? All I see is you.
I'm a space.
Yeah, it's probably in his backpack.
You're a lifesaver, friend. I just spotted nasty-looking sand-skinned Sabili lurking about to the east of here, and I do believe one of their tendons should serve well to put some spring back in the little fellow's step. Snag one for me, and I'll see to the repairs.
So you went with that paintbrush?
I had it, and it's better looking than the base one.
Let me take a look. Oh yeah, that is cool. No, hold still.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll get it with my chocobo. It's the chocobo brush.
Oh, that's cool looking.
I have the Figmental Coffer, and one of the things I could do with it is open it up to have an actual magical gel thing. I'd need to make an entirely new glamour for that, but it's tempting. And I do like the Figmental Dark Knight weapon, but it's too much pink on Bryn's already very pink outfit.
We're all here. Cool.
I love the summoner opening. Just gonna cure a laser from the sky.
Any luck finding that tendon? For my part, I've acquired something that should serve as a makeshift gear. Cost me an arm and a leg, but hey, if it helps us claim that bounty in the end, it'll be more than worth it. Sinewy, strutty, sandskin sipless. Perfect! Yes, I reckon this is durable and elastic enough to replace the mannequin's snapped drive belt. I'll fetch my toolbox and get started straight away. Repairing robots with monster parts is an interesting possibility.
I mean, it's probably mostly clockwork.
In the meantime...
I was just saying they don't really have very high tech on this shard.
Yeah, fair enough. In the meantime, why don't you scout us out a suitable lookout point? Phronesis was last sighted just southeast of town. Try to find us a spot on higher ground, out of sight from the main thoroughfare.
Yeah, like I'm not even I'm pretty sure even like the guns that we find as weapons in dungeons are like, I don't think they're actually canon to this story.
Yeah. Because like we have seen the canonical invention of firearms, and like we know the guy who did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. We're right next to a tower. Why aren't we picking a lookout point on top of the tower?
That we're using the mannequin to see how close we can get to the black holes that the Sin Eater opens.
Yeah, but is this a lookout point for us or for the mannequin?
Just watch the cutscene.
Half the fun of watching my streams is the speculation, Mega.
Also, this is the level 72 quest, so we can't fly on top of a tower yet in story.
Fair enough. Ho there, friend. As you can see, our clockwork friend is back in tip-top shape. And since it appears you found us the perfect lookout spot, why don't we get down to work? I'll kindle us a fire. We might be here for a while.
That looks elegant. Like we've seen similar things on the floating continent.
Yep. Well, I'll be. There's the bastard. Look closely now and hold your gaze. You must witness the sheer horror with your own two eyes. Kind of just looks like a standard black mage to me. No, we mustn't send out the mannequin too soon. If Phronesis sees it, he may very well blast it to bits before it has a chance to investigate the hollows. And there he goes. I'll send the mannequin in to trail him. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. It's just a demi-spell. We'll be fine. Just as I expected. Gone without a trace. Shed no tears for our little friend. Shed tears for my wallet, though. Through his sacrifice, we now know just how much distance we must keep from the hollows to avoid being sucked into the void. Now it's our turn. Let's edge a bit closer and see what we can observe. Mind you, take care not to wander too close, lest you fancy a vacation to a dark, shadowy abyss. Happens if I fireball it. Usually works. It's as if a shadowy whirlwind rages inside, ready to suck anything and everything into the void. I've seen many a horrific sight in my day, but this sends a shiver up the spine. Let me out. It's so dark in here. Why the pale face, friend? You look as if you've seen a ghost. Really? Look at me. You think I can manage pale?
I was thinking that about Brain.
A voice, you say? From inside the hollow? But that's impossible. Is anyone out there? Please, help me. Help me get out of here. Are you alive? Was that a voice? Is someone out there? If you can hear me, please, you must help me. I can't see anything. No road, no trees, not even an ether current to follow. Which way do I go? How do I get out of this place? This voice, what in the God's name is it saying? The voice of a boy, you say? Claims he's lost inside with no ether current to follow? Sounds like he's adrift in the flow, not unlike what would happen if an etherite to which one was teleporting was destroyed in mid-journey. Wait a minute. What if there were some way you could channel your ether into the void? Might that not allow your etheric form to serve as a beacon of sorts to guide the child back to us? Of course, not that I know how we'd go about that. You reckon you could do just that? I won't even think of asking how. Do your damnedest.
Look, I literally just picked up this paintbrush. I've not even thought anything besides that thing we just did then. I'm just going with the flow.
Yeah. Wicked White. I knew you were no ordinary sinner, but even still you find ways to surprise me. The child crawls out like Scarlet Witch in the Multiverse of Madness skin MVP animation. So who's this kid? Where am I? Are you even from this world? Well, I'll be damned. There was a child inside. Our little expedition has left us with more questions than answers, eh? But for now, this boy needs our care. Let us carry him back to Mord Soak and find him a warm bed and some nourishment. Excuse me. The boy's resting now. He is weak, but not wounded, at least as far as I can tell. Needless to say, his presence raises questions. Are there others trapped on the other side of the hollows? If so, might they also be returned to our world alive? There is much we must ask him when he awakes. On another subject, this might be an odd question, but have you ever looked after a child before? Nope, not once. What do you think? That makes two of us. Bounty hunters like me don't get much opportunity for babysitting. Still, until we can track down the boy's parents, I suppose I have little choice but to look after him myself. Okay, so my money is either on this kid having been trapped in there for most of the last 100 years, or being from another world and just having been trapped in the void.
I went with the other dialogue option, and he goes, "You don't say. Well, in that case, it's all yours." and I'm just jesting, friend. I can't very well tie you down here forever. Worry not. I'll manage somehow. It was a good joke, though.
Yeah. I suppose the first order of the day should be to get some food in his belly. He does look terribly pale, after all. Methinks I'll go hunting for some meat.
Hell.
No, perhaps I should take him to a physician first. After all, he may be suffering from some ailment inscrutable to the eye. Or maybe I should... Damn it all, I knew I wasn't cut out for this.
There is something endearing about him having no idea what to do in this situation.
Yup. And yet trying anyway.
Yeah.
Congratulations. This is the first experience of every new parent.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there you are. You'll be happy to know that the boy is awake and seems to be no worse for the wear. Physically speaking, at least. There's just one rub, you see. He has no recollection of where he came from, or just how he managed to get swallowed up into the void. What if he's a secret void scent and he's lying? In fact, other than his own name, Tainer, he can't remember much of anything at all. He seems a good lad, mind you. Eats my half-arsed cooking with a smile and nary a word of complaint. Yet I reckon he's hurting inside, and badly. We must reunite him with his parents with all due speed. I suggested that he go for a stroll around Mord Soak in the hopes that the sights might help to jog his memories. He can't have wandered far. Why don't you go check up on him? I realize this is something of a detour, but we simply can't leave a poor amnesic orphan, I think you mean amnesiac orphan, to fend for himself. Now can we? Let's find the boy a safe home as soon as we can.
I suppose an amnesiac would be amnesic.
Wait, hang on. The Warrior of Light that that turned into Phronesis was an elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what if this is him reborn, or like his soul? Do not tell me. You were the one who rescued me from the flow, yes? I feel from you the same warmth that reached out to me when I was adrift in the ether. Well, I'll be damned. The boy's a sharp one. And that's not the least of it. The carer who examined him said they could feel great power welling up from within him. Despite his young age, Tainer here seems to possess a remarkable command of the magical arts. This is this is Phronesis' base reborn, or his soul, or something.
And he's been in the void for 100 years while also hanging out in Riverdale, or whatever the fuck that zone was called. I forgot.
He was corrupted into a sin eater 100 years ago. Yes.
Okay.
So his body's been running around, sort of. Doesn't mean his soul's in there.
It does mean his soul's in there. The soul gets corrupted when you become a sin eater. It sucks.
Well, we saw what happened to the souls there. They went into Minphelia.
Oh, yeah, true. Perhaps I do, and yet I cannot say. Try as
Lakeland,
I might.
Yeah.
What?
Lakeland. Lakeland. I got to Riverdale from Lakeland.
I was so confused. What the fuck do you mean by Riverdale? Isn't that fucking Archie Comics?
I just remember that there's a body of water somewhere in the name. I don't know.
Oh god, what if Jughead turned into a sin eater? Perhaps I do, and yet I cannot say. Try as I might, I can recall nothing of who I am or where I came from. Only the darkness.
What's the Greek word? What's the Greek word for aromantic? Because that would be perfect for Jughead.
If Amarang's not helping, how about we go for a walk around Pondberg?
Okay. No need for apologies, boy. You did well just to make it back to us. Speaking of which, can you remember anything at all of what you felt when you were adrift in the void? That I remember, or at least I think I do. I recall a vague sensation of someone passing alongside me. Indeed, I believe this is what roused me from my slumber. If the Hollows truly are a gate between worlds, that would mean that someone recently traveled from ours to another, or from another to ours. But that's not possible. Or is it? You'd be surprised.
I went there a while ago.
You know something I don't, friend? Worry not, I won't pry for details. Well, that's convenient, but completely unrealistic. Oh well, no sense racking our brains over matters beyond our comprehension. Let's concentrate on what we can do, namely, finding the boy here a home. No doubt his memories will come back to him in due time. You'd truly do that? For me? But the two of you have already saved my life. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. It's no burden at all. Besides, if we can figure out just who you are and where you came from, it just might lead us to the answers we seek. Now let's consider the options. One possibility is that you're an orphan, all alone in this world, with not a soul to care for or look after you. And yet, this seems unlikely. Yes, the mystical powers you possess say otherwise. If you are truly as skilled in magic as they say, then it stands to reason that someone trained you in the art. Who this master of yours is, and whether you are of their blood or simply received their tutelage, this I cannot say. But either way, I'm certain they're worried sick about you. It could also be his son. If that truly is so, I would very much like to meet this person too. That settles it then. Let's get down to business. I took the liberty of inquiring around Mord Soak and the Crystarium. Unfortunately, there have been no reports of missing persons matching Tainer's description, which means that we have no choice but to take our search elsewhere. I know of a merchant in town whose travels often take him far afield. Let us have a talk with him and see if he's heard any helpful rumors. The two of you are far too kind. I cannot thank you enough. You kind of talk like an adult, Tainer. Impressive how Tainer's managed to keep himself together, eh? The boy's mature beyond his years, no doubt. Rumors of a missing boy, you say? Funny that you ask. It's a long shot, I reckon, but I overheard something the other day that might be of use. On my way to Mord Soak, I stopped over at the inn at Journey's Head. There I met an ailing mage. As the carers told it, he'd been ambushed by a sin-eater and was separated from his child in the battle. Is it really going to be that simple? Bloody hells, could it be? If the sin-eater that attacked the poor man was Phronesis, that would explain everything. This man you speak of, he could be my father? We must go to him at once. Agreed. I only hope that the man is... No, there is no point in presuming the worst. Let us make for the inn and see what the carers there can tell us. I just hope whatever we find here puts a smile on the poor boy's face. Well, you know what this place is, right, Sarek? My father is here, but this place is... here's the actual kid. Oh there! I hear there's a mage in your care who's lost his boy. Well, I do believe we have him right here. I fear there must be some mistake. The boy in question has already been found. This is him, right here. What? So it wasn't my father after all? This boy with you, he too has been separated from his family? Just so. We heard that a man here was looking for his son, and we just hoped. Alas, it seems it wasn't meant to be. But there are many people here, yes? Might I ask around and see if any of the others are my family? But of course. Yet many of the people here are quite ill, and in many cases in considerable pain. It is not a place for a young child to walk around unattended. Indeed, it's not. Yes, that means either myself or Lore here should accompany him. I'll go with him. The walk might help me take my mind off things. Yeah, I'll bet you need that. Not a bad idea, if the lad doesn't mind. I reckon Tainer would rather be with someone of his own age. Take his mind off things. Speaking of which, how is the boy's father holding up? I fear the poor man has already departed on his journey. He is a man no longer. The child insisted upon staying by his father's side until the last. I permitted this out of respect for him, though part of me regrets the choice. None so young should suffer such horrors. You couldn't poison him in time, he turned into a sin-eater? It was some small solace to learn that he has living relatives who reside at the Crystarium. In fact, I was just making preparations to escort him there myself. I see. Reckon we should also find someone to look after Tainer as well. Don't get me wrong, friend. I haven't given up on the prospect of finding the boy's family. But we have no other leads, and a deadly sin-eater still on the loose. If the lad tags along with us every step of the way, he's far more likely to end up dead, or worse, than to ever reunite with his family. Here's what I propose. We find someone to watch after Tainer for the time being, get back on the hunt, and gather whatever clues we can about his origins along the way. Very well, but we must see that he is safe.
Is there not what we can do?
Aye, that goes without saying. Let us have a talk with the proprietor of the Wandering Stairs. He's a kindly enough chap, and knows damn near everyone in these parts. With any luck, he'll be able to direct us to a willing and able guardian.
I too wish there was more we could do for the lad, but think of it this way. If we don't do something about that damn sin-eater, who knows how many poor children will end up like Tainer.
Yeah. Look, I don't like this any more than you do, but it's the best we can do for the boy, given our circumstances. At any rate, let's find him and share the news. Don't worry, it's my decision, and I intend to take responsibility for it.
Take responsibility.
That was a fucked up game. That was a fucked up experience.
For those of you who don't know the context, Lore just played mouthwashing yesterday, and
it was a time.
Yeah, it was a time. Taking responsibility is a theme.
Wait, where's Tainer?
We'll call it a theme.
I feel like there's a risk that I might see something unfortunate for me on that game.
I don't think so. depends on what sets you off beyond the things you've told us.
I just imagine with knowing that it's fucked up and with a name like mouthwashing.
Not really. Mouthwashing is a game that's more upsetting than scary, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Bad news, friend. It seems the two young ones got into a quarrel of sorts, and Tainer's up and run away. Seems the lad mentioned how he'd come out from one of the hollows. The other boy put two and two together and figured he'd been attacked by a sin-eater. Then I said, my dad was attacked by a sin-eater, and then he turned into one himself. So I asked, what if you turn into a sin-eater too? Tainer's face went all white. He kept saying, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" over and over and over again. I couldn't take it anymore. Before I knew it, I was shouting at him, "Shut up! Just shut up! I bet you're turning into a sin-eater already." Why? Why did I say such a mean and nasty thing? Well, you shouldn't have, but you are in an awful place right now, kid. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad. Both of you have had a rough go of it these past few days. Nobody could blame either one of you for feeling a bit on edge. But we must hurry and find Tainer before he comes to harm. Let's split up. I'll search to the west, and you take the east. And be careful out there.
The light kills 99.9% of germs.
The one thing I can think of is that the mascot turns into a creature, and I don't know if the creature is something that would set you off.
Right. Oh.
When I heard the clamor of battle, I feared the worst, but I see that you have everything under control. Are you okay, lad? Is he? Forgive me. I don't deserve this kindness. I wasn't going to let you die. I was just so scared. I was worried what would become of me if I never recovered my memories. And then I started thinking, what if I ended up like that boy's father? What if it's already happening to me? That's one matter you needn't worry yourself with. The carer who examined you told me as much. You suffered no direct wounds. You're in no more danger of turning into a sin-eater than Lore or me.
That's significantly less danger than me specifically.
Is that so? That's good to hear, but I must apologize to that boy. I should have known better than to badger him about such things, especially after what happened to his father. Funny thing that. He was saying the same thing about you. You both have good hearts, lad, and you've been through more than any man should. There's no need to be ashamed about your feelings. 1 second. There is still so much I do not understand about this world. Why does no one here know of me? Am I doomed to be alone for the rest of my days? Why must it be this way? If only I could remember something, anything. I'm sick of not knowing who I am. I'm sick of being alone. All convenient crystal seizure time. Oh, are you a childhood friend of the guy who turned into Phronesis? Did you study with him? Is that Phronesis to your left? Now it's your turn, Tainer, and do not be disheartened by your last attempt. Even the greatest of mages have known failure. Your command of magic is the equal of my own. If I can succeed, there is no reason why you cannot. Free your mind of worry and focus. Thank you, Nielbert. I shall try my best.
That's him.
That's him, yep. I knew this kid was a century old.
Which means this is his first real encounter with the concept of Sin Eaters.
Yep.
Yep.
Wicked White, are you all right, Lore? Yeah, it just happens sometimes.
We really should explain that to more people.
I remember now. I was standing here on these blighted plains, my head hung low in shame. Then Nielbert turned to me with a smile and heartening words. Nielbert, why does the name sound so familiar? I reckon we've much to discuss, but not in this God's forsaken place. Let's head back to the inn and see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
Warrior of Light should just wear a medical bracelet like what people with epilepsy have.
I do hope you'll forgive me. We have much to discuss, but first we should let the two boys make their peace. Tainer, are you all right? I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said those nasty things. Forgive me for reacting as I did. I'm fine. In fact, I seem to have recovered some of my memories. Really? That's wonderful. Maybe you won't feel so scared and alone anymore. I'm leaving to go live in the Crystarium with my relatives. Promise me you'll come visit? I mean, after you get your memories back and all, of course. It's a promise. Until next time, my friend. I knew that you two would work things out. Now, let us return to Mord Soak. We have more than our share of questions that need answering. I cannot help but feel I also made a promise to that boy in my memories. Nielbert, was it? What monster names their child Nielbert? As I saw it, first you fainted all of a sudden. When you came to, a portion of Tainer's memories had returned. What in the world happened out there? Well, I'm sort of psychic. power to look into the past, eh? You're certain that what Lore described matches up with your recollection of the past? I don't know how to break this to you, lad, but your friend Nielbert that was with you that day, he's no ordinary boy. He's none other than the very man who became Phronesis, one of those gods-damned warriors of light. If he was just a young child in your memories, that means that what you saw took place over 100 years ago. Would that it were just a coincidence. Another boy with the same name. But no, judging from the formidable command of magic, we can only assume it was him. On the way back, I managed to recall some more about Nielbert and myself. We were taken in by a group of mages, a consortium of sorts. They were searching for a means to open a hole to another world, and were recruiting young children with high magical aptitude for the task. Nielbert and myself were the two they chose. That wasn't Emmett's work, was it? You can't be serious. And yet that would explain the Sin Eater's ability to summon those damned hollows. And if you possess the same knowledge and training as Nielbert did, it could also explain where you were able to survive in there all this time. But what I don't understand is, why haven't you aged at all? I cannot say for sure, and yet my memories, they are slowly coming back to me. In time, I may be able to help you find a way to close the hollows. You'd be a lifesaver if you could, but don't overburden yourself. You're still recovering after all. In the meantime, don't worry. Lore and I will see that you're safe. I thought Tainer was just a victim of the Sin Eater. To think he was actually friends with the man himself, back when he was still a man. This can't be simple coincidence. Yes, I'm convinced of it now. The child holds the key to defeating Phronesis. We must keep him safe, and not let him out of our sights. Besides, look at how hard he's trying to recover his memories. I'm not so heartless as to kick the poor lad aside before he's figured matters out. But we can't very well rush things. You and I will continue to prepare for the battle ahead, while waiting for the rest of Tainer's memories to come back to him. That is to say, if it's all right with you, lad? I'm so sorry. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. Look, lad, I've only known you a short while, but I can tell you've a good heart and a good head on your shoulders. I can only begin to imagine the horrors you've been through, not to mention the fears and uncertainty you face even now. But I want you to promise me this. No more apologies. You're no burden to us, not in the least. You're a valuable member of our band, and as long as you're willing, I want you with us. Isn't that right, Lore? Those wide eyes. I see. Thank you, Serig. Thank you, Lore. I will aid in your quest in whatever way I can. Now that's more like it. We're counting on you, lad. Alright, why don't we take a break here?
Sounds good.
Cool. Because we've been going for a little over 2 hours.
That is fair, because I just thought I would like some ice cream, and then remembered I have some ice cream.
Haha! Nice! Alright, we'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
I also have ice cream. Do that while we're on break.
I don't have any ice cream. Now I'm jealous. Alright, see you guys in a minute.
Ciao.
And chat, I'm back. Is the crew back? Yep.
Yep.
I'm here.
Awesome. All right, onwards. You and Sarek have shown me no end of kindness. I will do all in my power to recover my memories and return the favor in whatever way I can. Excuse me. Sarek has good tidings he would share with you. Level 76. Nielbert's Lament.
3 more quests.
Good news, friend. Tainer here has told me that his memories are starting to come back to him. There's one recollection in particular he says he's eager to discuss with the two of us. Tell us, lad, what is it? As time goes by, memories of my earlier days return to me piece by piece. Nielbert and I were born to members of a great consortium of mages. From our earliest years, we were tutored in the magical arts by some of the realm's greatest scholars. The consortium's leaders sought to find a way to open a hole in time and space, a portal to other worlds from which they could summon forth beasts of great power. Nielbert and I were chosen to participate in the research, and all you got was the void. Why, because you were expendable? Summoning great beasts from beyond our world? You're a mage, Lore. Is that even possible? Perhaps he speaks of void scent? Void scent? Never heard of them, but I'll take that answer as a yes. Mages come up with the damnedest ideas, eh? And yet, I don't understand. Why ever would they use 2 young boys for such a dangerous experiment? Because they were expendable. The beasts our masters sought to summon reside in the planes most distant from our own. Reaching across such a great distance requires a tremendous store of innate ethereal power. And so our masters set about to breed the perfect mage. Marriages were arranged to wed the mightiest members of the consortium to one another, in hopes that they would bring forth children of theretofore unheard-of magical aptitude. Finally, they succeeded.
Oh dear, eugenics.
Uh-huh. And so you were born in Nielbert. Indeed. From even before we could speak, we were taught the complex incantations required to breach the boundaries between worlds. We practiced these spells day after day, night after night, for what seemed an eternity. At long last, we were deemed ready to attempt the summoning. I'm glad you had a supportive teacher, at least. Like... Man, that sucks for you, kid. Sadly, the experiment ended in failure. The pull from beyond the rift was too strong to resist, and I was sucked into a hollow of my own creation. There I remained trapped, alone. One of you is eating his mic.
Oh, sorry. I may have bumped it while I was wiping my mouth.
There I remained trapped, alone and adrift in that empty void, until Lore called me back to this world. Alas, over a century had passed since that fateful day. Do you remember the century? Have you gone a little bit mad? That's the thing I still don't understand. If so many years have truly passed, why is it that you have not aged even a whit? I cannot say for certain, but I remember the words of one of my teachers. The rift is not unlike a border between countless worlds, a place that exists beyond time and space. If it is true that the rift exists outside of our concept of time, then it is all too possible that even seconds spent in that empty pocket could correspond to months, years, or decades in our world.
And we do know that the time on the first was passing faster because we met the Warriors of Darkness at most a couple months ago, and that was over 100 years for here.
Yep. And so you've returned to us, just as you were that day, even while over a century had passed for the rest of us. Well, hey, at least you're free of the consortium. There's a plus. But why didn't Nielbert save you? Shouldn't it have been as simple as opening up another portal to the void where you were trapped? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening the portal and reaching as far into the rift as we did required all of our energies to be focused in unison. Is Nielbert's zombie trying to rescue his long-lost childhood friend? Going through the motions of that, because that's all that's left in his brain? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening the portal and reaching as far into the rift as we did required all of our energies to be focused in unison. They both turned to me and were like, okay, how did you do it then? So in losing you, not only did Nielbert lose his friend, he lost his only chance at saving you. Talk about being dealt a rough hand. Fear not, I have good news to share as well. I do believe I've managed to recall the incantations needed to summon and manipulate the Hollows. Sarek's startled, but I'm just like, yeah, that's Black Mage stuff. Summoning beasts from beyond the rift is far beyond my powers. They just might be able to seal up the Hollows Phronesis so enjoys summoning. What say you, friends? Shall I give it a try? Oh! Now that's music to my ears. But let's not be too hasty. After all, the last time you tried to use this magic, there were some complications, to say the least. Yes, we must take the necessary precautions before confronting Phronesis in earnest. Let us meet outside the village, where Tainer can test out his magic safe from harm. Man, a vestige of Nielbert is left in that thing. He's trying to save his childhood friend, which he was never able to do. But, like, he's going through the motions of trying to save his childhood friend, because there's not really much left of him.
And if you'll recall, the reason why the healer virtue is so annoying is because she's just running around healing sin eaters. So once again, just kind of like going through the motions of what they were doing in life. Oh, we got a solo duty.
Uh-oh. Oh, I should have disbanded, not left. Oh well. Ever wonder what the world looked like in those days before the flood? I suppose we could ask the boy. That's a good question. How many of the people in this land were alive before the flood? There's got to be, like, some of the Vieira and elves, right?
Elves only live to be like 120, so some of the very old elves might be older than that.
Yeah,
The Vieira are fine, though. It's like all of the Vieira we've talked to were alive before the flood.
No, a bunch of the...
Not all of them, but like a lot of them.
Lalafels don't live any longer than humans, right?
No, which is odd since the Taru were exceptionally long-lived in 11.
Hmm. Nielbert's Lament. How old is Loreweaver? Lore and Bryn are relatively young for Vieira. We haven't nailed down an exact age, but we left the forest as adults, but relatively young adults.
Yeah, we didn't want to follow the whole genders being completely segregated thing.
And also the breeding. Wicked White, you did it, lad! Sadly, I have not the strength to reach further beyond, nor keep the portal open for more than a few moments. No, I will need further training before I can face... Oh, he sees him. Uh-oh! Oh, he's right here. Oh, uh-oh. Phronesis! Where the hells did that bastard come from?
See, if this was Marvel Rivals, we would have been able to hear his footsteps.
Damn it all, I'm too close. I can feel it pulling me in. No, Nielbert, these are my friends. You mustn't hurt them. Probably about 25. We haven't nailed down... Well, I'll talk about Lore and Bryn's ages after this cutscene. This isn't good. The cave-in's completely sealed off the tunnel behind us. We've no recourse but to press on without our companions. Oh, that's Artbird. You heard her. What'll it be? I suppose it falls to us to slay the beast and collect the bounty. Perhaps you and your band would care to take the lead? Ah, spare me your japes. You've no intention of giving up your prize. Mind you, I too made a promise to my companions. A promise I mean to keep. Ah, I told you that splitting up was a bad idea. If Brandon and Rendere were here, this second-rate spellcaster would be no match for us. Now, Silva, let's not forget who our true foe is here. Lamet, you're certain that if we slay this monstrosity, the cave-ins will cease? She hasn't taken her beard off yet. According to the miners, the beast was first sighted on the same day the tremors began, its very presence sucking the mountain dry of its ether. We dwarves know these caves as well as we know our own bodies. Trust me. Oh, they're fighting a primal. Then I suppose we'd best make short work of it before everything comes crashing down. Hey, where do you think you're going? My apologies. I took your ceaseless prattling as an invitation to proceed on my own. Think yourself...
This lighting is not good for Advert's model.
No. Think yourself... Also, they haven't upgraded the resolution on these characters. Well, maybe on Artbird's hair, but the rest of his... all his gear and face? No. Think yourself clever, do you? You've uncommon confidence to think you can fell the beast without aid. Answer me this. Why is it you are so intent on claiming the bounty for your own? The bounty? Why, indeed. At any rate, unless you've a mind to stand around here until we all get crushed, we'd best be moving on, yes? Finally, something we can agree on. And so, I have a proposal. What say we band together until our battle here is won? The tremors grow stronger. No doubt a cave-in is imminent. Let us vanquish the enemy with our combined strength and quit this place before it becomes our tomb. Until the battle is won, then. After that, I go my own way. You'll make friends. Updated head models, but because they're custom, but their gear is not updated. Yeah. Whoa, what? Okay. Great is most welcome, Nielbert. Let us make short work of the beast and take our leave of this place while we still can.
Okay, there's something really, really silly about playing as Nielbert with the title Roban's left arm.
Okay, Vronkin, Fire, Blizzard, Thunder, and Flare.
Okay, you've got the old Blizzard back. Show old Thunder back.
Oh, really? Please tell me Thundercloud works like it used to.
No, there's no Thundercloud in this world. Oh, but this guy's Blizzard works like the old Blizzard did. Sorry, like the new Blizzard does even. I wonder if there's a pattern of inspiration.
Well, at least Laura's right at home with this character build.
It would seem we're not the only ones stuck in here, eh? I have a bad feeling about this. You guys coming or what? It's cool that we're having a crystal seizure and seeing Nielbert's memories and playing as him. That's really cool. That's going to happen with all the role quests, isn't it?
So, given that they're teaming up to take on a common enemy, would this be an enemy mine?
What's this? It leads deeper within? I really should have asked for a map. Not that it would have been much use after all the cave-ins. Trudon!
Well, aren't you a big boy?
That's a cool lizard monster. Oh, well, aren't you a big boy? He says, yep.
She says, actually.
Oh, yeah, she did say.
Yeah,
I wasn't looking at who spoke.
I believe we first encountered this rip-off Deviljur in Som Al-Had.
I keep trying to press left on the D-pad for Thunder. Oh, whoa, uh-oh!
Silva saved you.
Yeah. Still think you could have managed on your own, mage? Perhaps it would have been more of a struggle than I expected. Lahizard! That's him. He's the one who drinks of the mine's ether. Alright, let's put this oversized bull out to pasture. Silva, Lamet, Nielbert with me. My magics are yours for now. Oh, take the front. The battle is on. Bovian. Couldn't even give it a clever name. Alright, let's thunder this bitch.
Silva, turn the boss away from the party, please.
Wait, is this thunder not a dot?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Why isn't it
It just
applying
has
a
a
thunder
different.
dot?
It just has a different looking debuff on the enemy farm.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, pink zigzags.
Oh yeah, that does refresh, doesn't it? Oh, it's summoning buddies, and I do not have AoEs. got bone stacks. Uh-oh. Flying thunder. Someone need a limit break.
Go ahead and do it.
Alright, limit, heal them, please. Uh-oh. Flares my AoE? Yeah, but wait, does this flare not drain the entirety of my MP pool?
It does.
It does.
But it also does AoE damage. Just a little, you know, just for fun.
Just as a treat.
I keep trying to press left on the D-pad for thunder.
On second thought, maybe Adahi and I were the lucky ones, because we're not getting fucked up by remembering our own Black Mage rotation.
Alright, you said 50%.
I'm at 31%.
Oh.
39.
Rubbing it in, huh?
Just a little bit of rubbing it in feels reasonable.
Just as a treat.
Whoa, okay, we hide behind these? Yeah. Alright, 31%. 30%. 25%. Break again. Oh, that really doesn't do anything.
Alright, boss down.
7%.
15%.
Done.
Okay, and I've got limit break. Nope. Limit break. It'd be nice for the limit break to finish it off. Done.
Having 3 limit breaks and that is fun.
Yeah.
We've done it! Now to find ourselves a way out. Uh-oh. It's a younger, less world-weary Ardbert.
With shittier, low-level gear.
Yep.
I love it. It's kind of adorable.
The tremors continue. But why? The fiend has been vanquished, and its ether returned to the mountain. We were wrong. No, it was not the creature itself that was causing the quakes. Ah, yes. The crystal courses with nigh inconceivable power. A vast wellspring of ether accumulated over the ages. Yes, the beast was but a hungry creature, drawn here by the stone. As was I. You had no interest in the bounty all along. I mean, he would have accepted the money. The stone has been left unchecked for too long. The sheer volume of ether it houses now is so vast and overwhelming, it threatens to bring the entire mountain down. For how many years have I searched for it? This precious relic that could afford me the power needed to save my friend. You mean to take the stone from this place? But then what would happen to the mountain? If the ether is not returned to the earth, it is but a matter of time until the mine collapses. The miners, those who live at the foot of the mountain, countless lives would be lost. There's no time. What can we do? He's going to crush it. Poor Nielbert. Tanner, my friend. Damn it. Damn it all! That sucks. The tremors have stopped. Tanner, pray forgive me. I promise you this. As long as I walk this earth, I shall never, never give up hope. Oh, he's got a Warrior of Light Crystal. The stone was yours to do with as you please, and still you chose the fate of many over that of your friend. In return for your sacrifice, I would make you an offer. Come with us, and let us join you in your search for a means to save your comrade. The life of an adventurer isn't an easy one, but I dare say you strike me as the sort who just might enjoy it. So, what say you? We'll travel the realm together and lend our strength to whatever unfortunate souls we encounter along the way. And who knows, before you know it, we might just stumble upon a way to rescue your Tanner. And they never did.
And he is still walking the earth.
He is still walking the earth. I would like that very much. Tanner, forgive me. I may have failed you today, but mark my words. For as long as I walk this land, I will not abandon hope. I will find a way to bring you back to us. But today, I find myself in the company of new companions. And for now, I must lend them my strength, just as they lent theirs to me. Lore, are you all right? Night fell. Where's Phronesis? How did he not destroy us? Is it 'cause Tainer's here? Lore, are you all right? Worry not. Phronesis is long gone. I launched a few arrows in its direction while it was distracted by Tainer's spell, and it just stole away. Anyhow, I'm just glad you're awake and on your feet again. Come now, let's hurry back to Mord Soak before the bastard has a change of heart and comes back for us. Okay, so what I was going to say before all that was Di and I haven't decided for how long Lore and Bryn were wandering before arriving in Eorzea at the start of A Realm Reborn. I believe we decided they were not in 1.0.
No.
Right?
Yeah, like we arrive when Realm Reborn starts.
Yeah. But we haven't decided for how long the two of them were wandering before that happened. Could it be that Nielbert came back for me?
Apparently long enough for me to start dyeing my hair.
You really gave us a scare back there, clutching your head in pain with a deadly sin-eater in plain sight. Let me guess, you had another one of your visions, didn't you? Why, take me. So that's how Nielbert and Ardbert met up. Just goes to show you that in times of crisis, even the bitterest of rivals can turn fast friends. Now let's see if I have this straight. Nielbert made it his life's mission to save Tainer here. Knowing that his own energies wouldn't suffice, he went in search of a relic that would afford him the etheric power needed to reach beyond this world. And deep in the mines that day, he found it. Yet in the end, he decided to sacrifice the stone in his own cause to save the lives of the countless innocents who called the mountain home. And so did he take his first step down the path of a hero, a warrior of light. So that's why he came back to this place, why he still summons the Hollows as he did so many years ago. Aye, there can be no doubting it. Even now that he's become a sin-eater, bereft of memory, reason, and any sense of his own actions, the ghastly shell of what was once Nielbert still haunts the wastelands, searching for a way to bring back his old friend. I only knew him as a child, and the whole idea of sin-eaters and warriors of light was also new to me. Even as the pieces came together, I could not truly believe that Nielbert and this Phronesis were one and the same. But when our gazes first met, standing out there in the wastes, in an instant I knew it without question. This was my friend, a friend who had been searching for me for all these years. I like how Serix just so easily accepts that he
got caught up in a 100-year-long quest of love and friendship and bullshit.
Yeah. and also that that the Warriors of Light were in fact heroes at one point.
Yeah.
At last, I know what I must do. I must stop Phronesis, that my dear friend may finally find peace. Together we can do this. Thank you, my friends. In the battle, I was able to push Phronesis' hollow away from Sarek, if only for a short distance. With more training, I'm certain I can learn to close them up entirely. After all we've already seen from you, I've no reason to doubt you. If you're game, so are we. Finally, some cause for hope, eh? But still, we must exercise caution. The last time the boy worked his magic, our foe showed up faster than you can say Phronesis. Well, this might be simple coincidence. The likelihood is high that the casting of the spell itself summoned the Sin Eater to us. You'd best avoid casting any similar incantations until we're prepared for the final confrontation. I want you to stay close for now. Devote yourself to your studies and hone your skills to whatever degree you can in the safety of the village. In the meantime, Lore and I will redouble our training efforts as well. Should we succeed in finding a way to counteract the Hollows, it will come down to our firepower versus our foes. We must be at full strength for the battle, lest we allow victory to slip between our fingers. And also because we don't have a healer behind us. Okay, so here's a question. We're only at like level 77 gear, and we've got the level 78 and 80 quests to do. Is that something we can reasonably accomplish?
It's something Di and I can reasonably accomplish.
That is fair.
God damn it.
But no, it's fine. Like these quests are meant to be done by characters who are leveling fresh in the experience. It actually gets kind of broken when you go back and do these quests with max level gear. The level cap, the item level cap in Shadowbringers is 530, so it's entirely possible to wait to do these role quests until you have full 530 gear, and then you just smash through the final boss like it's nothing. It's terrible.
Okay. Well, let's try it with level 77 gear then. I was just talking with Sarek when I had a thought. If Nielbert's regrets truly live on inside Phronesis, might I not be able to reach him somehow, to convince him to leave us in peace? The words had barely left my mouth when he shot me a glare that pierced me like a dagger. Expect reason or mercy from a Sin Eater, and it will be the death of you, he said. Though it may have the form of a man, its mind is that of a beast that lives only to feed on our flesh. It would seem I was a bit too idealistic. Clearly, I still have much to learn about this world. Hey, it was an understandable thought, kid. Espresso? Sarek is concerned about the progress of Tainer's training. That look in your eyes. Yes, I can see that you have gained much strength since last we met.
That's always the funny part about doing these quests back to back. It's like, yes, you've gained much strength in the 30 seconds since we last spoke.
You'll be pleased to hear that Tainer has managed to make steady progress in his training as well. The boy believes he has regained much of the knowledge and skill he possessed before getting sucked into that pocket of time and space. An admirable feat, considering that it was not long ago that he could scarcely remember his own name. Yeah, it's been a couple of hours. And yet, there is one aspect of his training that has yet to be addressed. Put simply, the boy lacks experience in battle. To work the magic necessary to seal up the Hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. If the battle with Phronesis is my first, I fear my concentration will be disrupted all too easily. And so I thought I'd take the boy out into the wilds, that he might acclimate himself to the battlefield and further hone his command of magic in the process. And yet, we must keep a wide berth of Almarang. Were we to encounter Phronesis before we are fully prepared, the results could be disastrous. Back to Lakeland, then? And so I propose that we go on an excursion of sorts. Would you be willing to accompany us? I believe there is much the boy could learn from your example. Yeah, actually, specifically from my example.
Yeah, what not to do?
Well, he's going to learn less from the Pictomancer and the Summoner. Excellent. Then let us make for Lakeland. The beasts in the forest of the Lost Shepherd should provide a fair challenge for the lad. Example by contrast, all of you. Seriously.
If we started being all kind and complimentary, you'd think we were up to something.
No, I just think that my friends are being nice to me.
No, you'd think you were up to something.
I don't get enough compliments.
You might learn how to navigate a map.
Well, here we are back in Riverdale.
Yes, let's move away from the things I can't live down onto the things Minda can't live down.
Have I even had anything like that?
Not sure anything that's as funny as that.
I think the closest I get was when I found out I'd not done Snowcloak since they'd changed it, so all of my instructions got everybody killed. That's about it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It's like, oh, this is new. Oh, we're all dead.
Yeah, you managed to camp Westwind yourself.
This outfit was a gift from Sarah. Do you think it suits me? It's fine black mage gear. Not bad at all.
I'm not sure about the white lace. That makes him look a little nunny. Other than that...
Well, yeah, but... could be worse. We love you, and honestly, I enjoy your streams every week. Thank you. That feels very nice to hear. This outfit was a gift from Sarek. I do think it suits you, kid. There she is.
Look, you've been stuck with me for 22 years. I think I may have some positive feelings for you.
There she is. Now, shall we get down to... Is something the matter? Don't worry, man. I value our friendship, too. I've been happy to know you for this long. How do you like my new clothes, Lore? Not only are they stylish, why, I can just feel the power welling up from deep within me. They were a present from Sarek. Isn't he the best? I'm the best. It was a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe. But enough idle chit-chat. We have work to do. Lore, I would ask you to begin by setting an example for the boy, showing him precisely how you conduct yourself in battle. We can't very well just toss him to the Wolverines all on his own, now can we? Trauma response I'm having for the Wolverines I've faced in Rivals over the last few days. They're so fast and they move around so much and I can't hit them with my Squirrel Girl very reliably.
It's funny how when there's like 4 healers instead of tanks for him to target, he becomes a hell of a lot weaker because he'll dive a healer and all the other healers just keep them alive until he's dead.
Yeah.
The really fascinating thing about Wolverine is the reason that it took people so long to figure him out, which is that the normal strategy for DPS is to take out the backline supports, then focus down the DPS, and then once you've kicked the legs out from under the tanks, take them down, right? Wolverine is very, very bad at doing that in that order.
Yeah.
But he murders tanks like nobody else in the game.
Yeah.
So why don't you get out there and hunt one down for us? Tainer, watch carefully and let Lore show you how it's done.
Oh, there is no crouch button in Marvel Rivals.
Also, what would crouching do?
Melanie was just asking if Squirrel Gale can't crouch.
I think the joke is that, like, you can crouch so you can get down to Wolverine's level.
Oh.
Oh. Also, man, people would be really surprised at like how you and I used to interact when we were younger, and it was like 95% arguing.
We still argue from time to time. We do it on stream.
Yeah, but not like we used to.
Yeah, it was.
Random encounters.
You have not changed my stance on random encounters. Do you want to have it out again for the next 20 minutes until the stream's over?
What are you talking about? We're like an hour short still.
What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's only been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Nice work, friend.
I was kind of joking about the fact that the timer says it's been an hour and a half.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
If you have any further advice for the boy, pray share it with him. Yes, Marvel Rivals Corner will be a thing every stream for a while because all three of us are playing it and all three of us are enjoying it. And we have conversations on this stream.
Mm-hmm.
That was incredible.
Maybe 2 long conversations, but it happens.
Hey, if they didn't want to watch us podcast, they wouldn't be here in double-digit numbers.
Yeah.
That was incredible. The sheer destructive power of your spells. The way you seamlessly weaved one incantation after the next. Which is very funny of him to say because I didn't cast a single spell in that encounter.
Yeah, let's see how you fight. Oh, well, like, we get into a group of 3 and just gang up on the fuckers. I have
never
a forget
your frontline fighters, Tanner. They really help out.
We are all mages.
Well, you've still got the spirit of a Reaper and a Dark Knight. But tell me, what would you say is the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe? Oh, God. Casting your spells in proper sequence is the key to not dying horribly.
Okay, are you going to figure that out soon?
I cast my spells in sequence. I don't do it very fast.
So, oh, God. I'm reminded of, I think it's two Ronnie sketch where it's just like, they've got a pianist and they keep trying to like mimic the pianist, but it's always like a jaunty show tune version instead of the classical version. and it's just like you're playing all the wrong keys, and like the comedian just stands up, grabs him by the collar and goes, I think you'll find I'm pressing all the right keys, just not necessarily in the right order.
Casting your spells in proper sequence is the key.
Well, I'm going to go for the other one, just blast it with all I've got, considering I literally just painted everything and just blasted it all.
But of course. Thank you, Lore. I will endeavor to put everything I have learned from you into practice. Well, here goes nothing.
Same response.
Yeah.
Lore, be honest. I'm not that bad, guys.
Final Fantasy II music.
Yeah. Drat, where do I... No, that's not... Curses, just stay still so I can hit you already. I don't know what you're talking about. My spell's home. Steady now. Don't let the enemy fluster you. Keep your focus. Wait, Tanner, are you trying to thwonk it with your stick? Be honest. You sound like you're flonking it with your stick. Right, focus. You're a feisty one, aren't you? Ow! That smarts! Ah, I've seen enough of this.
Just the Vieira blank stare the entire fucking time.
You know there's a proper sequence which makes you better than most DF black mages. DF?
Duty Finder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least I have that going for me. Really? Do people not get the fire and ice sequencing?
Yeah.
Oh,
I see so many black mages who just alternate. They just go fire spell, ice spell, fire spell, ice spell, fire spell, ice spell.
I watch Katsu Chaiji, how it's pronounced. They do mentor roulettes and they record how it goes and all that. I saw one of them where they noticed that the black mage of the party in the level 95 dungeon was just using nothing but ice. I was like, well, how come you're not using any fire spells? Like, well, it takes so long to switch spells that I just lose damage by doing that. I was like, not how that works.
Buddy, I learned this at level, 20.
Yeah, and funny thing is, the other person in that party, the other DPS in that party, the Viper, was somebody I actually knew.
Oh, funny.
So it's like, yeah, so it's like, oh, I don't even usually look at the names of the party members, but I was like, okay, looks like, oh, yeah, I know that person.
Huh.
I ended up linking them the video afterwards.
People do not understand Black Mage. Wow, that's... Yeah. It's not that... Okay, I need a sanity check. Like, it's not... I joke about it being the hardest, most complex class in the game, and maybe it is, but it's not that complicated.
It's not even that it's complicated. The problem is that it's like unlike any other job. Like you can switch from pretty much any DPS job to any other DPS job, and there are enough commonalities between them. It's like you probably have a 1-2-3 combo. You probably have a 1-minute cooldown. You probably have a 20-second cooldown that you just weave in there whenever you do or whatever. And then Black Mage does the whole, elemental balancing act thing that's just like no other class has anything like it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's not that hard, no, but people just don't try, I guess.
Yeah, that too, yeah. That's the other thing too, is that there's not really feedback for doing a DPS job poorly. Yeah, especially because 90% of the time you're just going to be blitzing through the dungeon anyway because everybody else does know what they're doing, and so you're killing bosses and mobs super quickly because the other people are playing their jobs correctly. And so there's just no feedback. Like if you're a bad healer, the tank dies. That's your feedback.
And then everyone else dies.
But if you're a DPS doing a bad job, it's like the boss dies 20 seconds slower, which you might not even clock unless you've run it many times before, so you know how fast it's supposed to go. And you have to have run it properly to know how it's supposed to go as well.
Although that does become very noticeable when you're doing extremes, and especially savages, when you've got when you've got enrages that you have to worry about.
Yeah. Which we had a Viper has literally 1 2-minute button, and we were in a party finder extreme last week with a Viper who never pressed it.
Oh,
they just never did their burst combo.
I think I've got
there's one button you have to press to start your burst combo, and the Viper wasn't pressing it.
I think I've got 5 2-minute buttons or something, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
God, I remember when we were recruiting for the static at the start of Shadowbringers. Yeah. One of the people we tried we gave a tryout. They'd been talking about how I've done all this raiding and stuff in well, Warcraft and the
Wow.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it turns out they'd been doing the raiding where the game they've got add-ons where the game tells you what buttons to press in order to do your rotation, and also tells you where to stand for all the mechanics. Well, bear in mind they were a dancer, and when we were testing them out, they
just didn't know how to play because they didn't have their add-ons telling them what to do at every second.
Yeah, more specifically, they never used dance. They never used technical step or standard step. And at one point there was a 2-minute period of just auto attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
And then
Anyway,
and then
consider Shadowbringers.
Well, I do want to. I do want to say one more thing, which is that I did have my experience with DPS was that I started Lancer and I played that for 12, 13 levels, and I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then I picked up Black Mage and I loved it. And I played Black Mage for 50 levels before I tried another DPS again. And I went back to the other DPS and I was like, this is so boring.
Yeah.
Did they get? But to be fair, you will have been like early levels for those DPS.
Well, true.
And you've never
done hard, and you've never done like actually hard content.
Yes.
Where you actually need to like manage your rotation and play the game at the same time.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, let's consider Shadowbringers. Forgive me, friend. I was beginning to fear for the boy's dignity, if not his life. Oh dear, that didn't go nearly as well as I hoped. Don't get so down on yourself, lad. I shouldn't have jumped in the way I did. I dare say you were starting to get the hang of it there at the end. Black Mage is a very love or hate job. You either adore what Black Mage is doing or you hate it. Yeah, like, that's the thing. You guys have...
see, that's my thing, is, like, I just hate playing Black Mage. Like, it's not even that I find it hard, I just don't find it fun.
Like, you guys have always said, hey, why don't you try playing through the campaign as a different class, or try out a different class, or try out a different DPS, or why are you playing as Black Mage? It's because I like Black Mage. I love Black Mage. It's fun. I don't want to play the other DPS. Don't get so down on yourself, lad. Okay. Already read that. I thought it would be a simple enough task to follow Lore's lead, but when that savage creature stared me down, I was too flustered to put what I learned into practice.
Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yep. Black Mage is a very strong class fantasy, which I get as a rim. You know, that might be it. I want to be the wizard slinging spells, and everything else is less of my power fantasy. That could be part of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I like the fantasy that comes with Paladin. I enjoy the some of the stuff for Dark Knight. When it comes to the casters, as an artist, there is a certain fantasy, a certain class fantasy that I enjoy with the Pictomancer.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is not the strength of your magics that is the issue. You simply must learn to compose yourself. What did you think, Lore? Are there any other words of wisdom you might offer me? You simply need more practice.
Believe in yourself and all will be fine.
Thank you. I'm sure you were right. I can't allow my foe to break my concentration like this. Anyhow, let me try once more. This time will go better, I promise you.
Same response.
Ambushing this one, huh? Yes, the boy will be fine. stay my hand.
Look like two proud parents there.
Hey, you did it! I did it! The battle is won!
I should replay Final Fantasy II.
Don't.
Why? I like it. I'm good at it.
Hey, power to you, man.
It's a bit of a special interest. I know how to break its mechanics apart and just make it beg for mercy.
The only reason it's not my least favorite Final Fantasy is because Final Fantasy XIII is itself.
Yeah.
Now that's how you wallop a Wolverine. Well done, lad. I'm proud I could be here for your first victory. You're far too kind. I couldn't have done it without you and Lore here to show me the way. You have my thanks. But don't let up now, boy. You must keep battling until all that you've learned becomes second nature. Now, are you ready? The boy fights with awareness and composure. I do believe he's earned himself a respite, and some more worthy opponents next time around. Tanner's like, oh no, really? Whew, that was rather more difficult than I expected. And yet, thanks to you and Sarek, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now. I'd have to agree. The way you made short work of that last critter, I'd say it's time to find you a more worthy foe. Let us return to Mort Soak and plot our next course of action. Alright, back we go.
I just realized this was called Trainer's Training Day.
Yeah. Alright, Mort Soak.
Also, my the black on my outfit looks really good in the ring.
Oh yeah.
It goes from looking like cloth to looking like leather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I must say, that training session was most exhilarating. There's nothing quite like the feeling of vanquishing fearsome foes and gaining confidence with every thrilling victory. Buddy, you're in for a treat for the rest of your life if you survive the next fight. That's not guaranteed. You've proven the perfect mentor for the boy, Lore. Hells, I dare say old Sarek here could learn a thing or two from you. You've taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the face of danger. With those fundamentals under his belt, it is just a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Phronesis.
I didn't teach him shit. We just pointed him at a wild beast and just let him walk over.
I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go and write down all I've learned today while it's fresh in my memory. Such passion and determination. This must be the boy he always was, before his time beyond the rift stole from him his memories and his spirit. He devotes himself to his training that he might help us fell Phronesis and bring his friend a measure of salvation. There is no telling what course the battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head-on. It will not be easy for him, and yet I believe it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Tainer's sake, and for the sake of those who call Amarang home, we must triumph in this battle. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I will leave you to your training, and return to my own. The final confrontation is close at hand, and we must be ready.
So I just checked my gear level because you brought it up earlier and I was curious. My gear level right now is 413.
How appropriate. Fitting for you.
Yeah.
Mine's 443.
Mine is
Little
416.
Yeah, you got the level 515 gear coffer with Pictomancer, so you will have significantly higher gear than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Is that a Homestuck? Yes, 413 is the Homestuck number.
Yeah, April 13th, 2009, which was almost 16 years ago, was the date Homestuck launched. And it was one of the recurring numbers in the comic. God, 16 years. That's horrifying.
Yeah. They snuck a 413 into Steven Universe, and I'm so glad that I had started reading Homestuck by the time we got to that episode.
Oh man, which episode was that in?
It's 413 is Centipedal's gem number.
All right, yeah.
There's one time where they get her back to her senses, and she says that she is Nephrite 413. And I was like, what? What the fuck? Right,
because I read your read through and also watched the finale that you did live, I have now read Homestuck twice. Please don't make me do it again.
Yeah.
I think that the core comic is a worthwhile experience to have. I've been meaning to reread it. I think you should stop at the end of Homestuck and not touch the rest of...
Yeah, just throw the epilogues into the moon.
No epilogues, no Homestuck 2, no video games.
No epilogues, yeah. Well, I mean, the games might be okay if they ever finish the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I guess Pester Quest is a thing? Was that any good?
It was all right. It was fine. See, and this is the other thing why I'm hesitant to because people say that now that James Roach has taken over, it's gotten good again. But the thing is, he wrote a lot of Pester Quests, and I thought that stuff was only okay. The Pester Quest stuff was not ruinously bad writing like the epilogues were, but it was still okay. James Roach's writing is a 3 out of 5 fanfic on AO3, and it's okay, yeah, this is the kind of stuff I would read and then never think about ever again.
And even if he does turn Homestuck 2 around, you still have to slog through the first half of it, which wasn't written by him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hive Swap Act 2 just feels like a waste of time.
That was the first Kickstarter I ever backed, by the way.
Oh, good. Yeah, anyway. Let's consider Shadowbringers instead of this.
Yeah. Materia! We haven't seen that as a reward for a while.
Yeah, that's the, this is the, just to give you a little jump start on your level 80 materia for those of you about to go into the Shadowbringers endgame content.
Yeah. Sereg worries for Tainer.
Which we are going to start and then swiftly blitz through because that's how we do.
Well, look who's back, and looking more imposing than ever, I might add. Seriously, what is up? How'd you do that? You'll be pleased to know that Tainer's command of his magics has advanced by leaps and bounds since you left. Says he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Phronesis. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to his training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists it's nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you could succeed in reaching out to him where I failed. He should be around here somewhere. Go and find him, and see if you can't offer him a few words of support, won't you? No, I didn't need to.
Yeah, there was also role-playing together a puzzle with 612 pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
How would you even make a square out of that? Or a rectangle?
Who would make a 612-piece puzzle except a Homestuck?
Yeah. That's the thing about Homestuck is it's incredibly influential. Your favorite comic book writer, your favorite webcomic writer is a Homestuck. Your favorite cartoon showrunner is a Homestuck. A lot of like modern new authors are Homestucks. It's hugely outsized. At its peak, Homestuck, MSPaintAdventures.com was getting more daily hits than CNN.
Yeah. Yep.
Homestuck shaped a generation of media, yeah. Oh, hello there, Lore. Is there something I can do for you? Serig was worried about me, you say? That is kind of him. I assure you, I'm completely fine. I owe so much to the both of you. You brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me, and comforted me to the point that my memories and my magic have both returned. I am finally ready to face my old friend in battle. It is all because of you. It's okay if that doesn't sit right with you, man. And yet, there is a fear growing inside me, a fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I have learned much about the Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters, like Phronesis, become Sin Eaters themselves, doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. If I were to lose my focus in battle, and you or Serig suffered the same fate as Nielbert, the only 3 friends I have known in this world, if I lost you all, how could I ever live with myself again? This thought, it shakes me to my very core. If you falter, we will be there for you. Yeah, S Cascade took down... First, it took down Newgrounds. Then it took down, I think, one of the sites people were using when the people who had loaded Cascade were showing it to other people. Then it took down Mega Upload, where people were uploading recordings of S Cascade because everything was down. And this was all after taking down MSPaintAdventures.com itself. Cascade was an event that took down, and this was when Mega Upload and Newgrounds were like premier internet. Like they were huge. That was at the peak of Newgrounds and Mega Upload. And the sites just couldn't handle the traffic.
Cascade is probably the coolest fucking page in the entire Homestuck as well.
It was so hype. You're right.
It literally caused a cascade failure across the internet.
Yeah.
As just like a roving band of Homestucks swept across the internet landscape like locusts, destroying every internet website infrastructure they came across.
I think it was a daisy chain of like 5 or 6 different sites.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. You're right. I mustn't forget that I have 2 strong friends by my side to help me shoulder the burden. Thank you, friend. The task is a daunting one, but I will trust in myself and in the strong and gentle friends who stand by my side. Nothing would make me happier than to help Nielbert find peace, but that is not the only reason I fight this battle. I must repay you and Serig for all you have given me. Not only did the 2 of you bring me back to this world, you have instilled me with a newfound sense of purpose. And yet, when the battle is done, you will leave this place. You will embark on new adventures with new companions. Worry not. I will not hold you back or stand in your way. I'm sure Serig would love an assistant, a sidekick. That is another reason I must fight this battle. I must prove to you, to all 3 of my friends, that I am strong enough to get by on my own. Be strong, Tana. You can do this. Sorry, perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Sterig that I'm ready.
Yeah, the closest thing I could think of to Cascade as far as, like, events that genuinely broke the internet would be when Steve got into Super Smash Bros.
That didn't... Did that take down Twitter?
That took out Twitter for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh, that was disappointing.
Yeah, Steve's a very love it or hate it inclusion.
Yeah.
I didn't...
Also, I just realized... I was just looking... Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's not really love it or hate it for me. Like, I don't hate Steve, I don't love Steve, I just felt a complete, utter void of any sort of reaction, and that just disappointed me. Like, I think I would have preferred it if somebody I hated got in, rather than something that is just air.
They made... Whatever your feelings on Steve, though, they made up for it with the final character.
Oh, yeah.
I could take it or leave it.
Well, yeah, but really, could they have finished with anyone but Sora?
I don't think so. Sora was, like, the best pick.
Sora...
Honestly, I'm still amazed that my number one pick didn't get in, considering he has been in Smash Brothers content previously.
Who's that?
Rayman.
Oh, yeah.
He has a trophy in Smash 4. He has spirits in Smash Ultimate. Like, there is Rayman in Smash, except for Rayman.
Yeah, so here's, like, my pie-in-the-sky hope with... So the Switch 2 just got announced the other week, and my theory is that they're not going to make a new Smash game. They're not going to make an entirely new Smash game because you cannot possibly follow up Smash Ultimate. They're just going to, like, port Smash Ultimates and, like, you know, call it Smash Ultimates Switch 2 edition, whatever, and call it a day.
Fun. Yeah, I mean, if they made a new Smash game, it would have fewer characters, so...
Exactly. So, like, my pie-in-the-sky hope is that they release Smash Ultimate for the Switch 2, and then they start doing DLC characters again, and they just, like, flip the switch and turn the hype train back on for Smash Bros. DLC for the next, like, 3 years of the Switch 2's life cycle.
That would sell some systems, I think.
Yeah. And, like, it's a long shot. I think of the more likely options that it just comes out as is. Maybe with, like, one new character, like Waluigi, just for shits and giggles, because everybody wants Waluigi in there.
I want Spyro.
Yeah, I also want Spyro, but, like, you know, they could just like relaunch a DLC campaign and people would eat that shit up.
No, Minda. Law pick Spyro. You need to pick a different PS1 platforming, PS1 platformer icon.
Leon Kennedy. There you go.
Not sure there's a
PS1 character. Anyway, yeah, it's like I'm really looking for. It occurred to me the other day that the Switch 2 is going to launch with Prime 4 and a new Mario Kart. What was the third one?
Oh, have they confirmed a new Mario Kart?
Yeah, it was in the it was in, like, the reveal teaser for the Switch 2.
Are you sure it wasn't just Mario Kart 8 again?
The internet is very sure, yes.
Fair enough.
I do not know Mario Kart well enough to know everything, but, like, people were looking at it going, it's like, oh, those are new kart designs. That's not Mario Kart 8.
Fair enough.
Let's
like Prime 4 is going to be, if not a launch title, it'll come out pretty close to launch for the Switch 2, and that's going to be amazing.
I'm going to have to get a Switch 2 immediately then.
I really hope they haven't cancelled the Switch release.
Oh yeah, and also the new Pokemon Legends game is going to be a launch title, so that's at least, like, 2 very hype games coming out in the launch window for the Switch 2.
Oh man, I'm going to have to save up and get it on launch, aren't I? I don't think I can.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think I can. I don't think I can swing another crowdfunding campaign.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Is in the trailer you see 24 karts racing in the Mario Kart, so that's an upgrade. Yeah,
That's
24-man Mario Kart.
Chat is very mad at us for talking about Smash right now.
Yes.
Are you sure you aren't engrossed in the Elysian Mount's face that I've been treating you guys to for the past couple minutes?
Yeah. Before we do get to this,
fine, I'll take him away.
I just realized I got the storage card from that dungeon because I always forget to check my inventory for those things.
Oh, I didn't.
And so, lore for the Light Warden. This is the third time I've gotten 3 out of 4 Light Warden cards. The only Light Warden card I did not get was for the Fairy King. Storage. The Light Warden of Amarang, believed to have arisen from the corrupted essence of a sprite or fairy. The entity named for familial love made its lair in Malikah's well. Legends tell that Storage feasted upon the memories infused within its domain, upon the queen's adulation for her departed king.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
I asked Sarek what he intends to do after the battle is over, but he just scowled and told me to focus on the task at hand. Do you think he's feeling sad about us splitting up too? Don't tell him I said this, of course. You're finally back, I see. I'm starting to get worried. I trust this means you're ready to do battle with Phronesis? I am. Let us put an end to this nightmare and set Nielbert and the people of this land free. That's the spirit. All right, the plan is to lure Phronesis to us by the same method as last time. We will venture into the central hills of Amber, a safe distance away from the city, and Tainer will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before Ichigo arrives. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Phronesis to a wide-open space, where we will have complete freedom to maneuver. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you are ready, let us away at once.
So, what other distractions will we talk about on the way?
Man, Bleach coming back has been like the surprise of the decade.
Was it that the manga didn't finish, or just the anime?
The manga technically finished, but it just like limped to the finish line, and so the anime is like going to be like the new definitive version of the final story arc of the whole thing.
I was joking, by the way.
But yeah, like that's what's so exciting about Thousand Year Blood Lord, the anime, is that like not only are they like finally adapting the last arc of the manga, which never got adapted. Like, the anime did get cancelled. Yeah, yes. And then shortly thereafter, the manga just, like, sort of stopped. Like, they had a final chapter that was, like, very unsatisfying. And so, like, the new anime is, like, adding a whole bunch of new stuff that's, like, not filler. It's, like, stuff that the mangaka did not have time to do last time. It's amazing.
Nice.
And it's beautifully animated, too. It looks amazing. Let us begin.
I couldn't be more proud of how much Tainer has grown since we first met him. He's like the son I never... enough chit-chat, eh? We have a battle to fight.
Aw.
Yeah. I am ready. Let us begin. Item level 420. That's not that much higher than us.
Yeah. I told you we'd be fine.
420.
Well, I am a black mage, so we'll certainly be blazing it. Over there, it's him! Oh, he just teleports in, alright. Yes, I knew you would come. Well, I guess we won't be needing this anymore. Shouldn't I have drawn my weapon by now? Yeah, like that. Give it up, Nielbert. My spells are more than a match for your own. These are my friends, and I will not let you take them. Do you hear me, Nielbert? Your long nightmare and ours shall end this day. Alright, no healers!
Who needs a healer when you can just out-DPS the threat?
Wow, you do have a lot of faith in me.
I don't have my ley lines at this level.
Needs to summon a hollow. Earth, I should get drawn into a void. Okay. Oh, I let my elemental gauge run out. Oh, he's summoning more. Okay. Hey, who healed me? I'm not complaining, but who healed me?
I think Garrick has like some potions on him or something.
Yeah.
This fight is designed to not let me drop ley lines.
I don't have my ley lines equivalent at this level.
Sarah, don't stand in the AoE. Ow. I could use a heal. Xenoglossy's the single target, right?
Yeah. Oh, that was a misleading icon. AoEs, but they had the triangles that usually mean group up.
Oh, stack. Oh, split up. Okay. Youch! And I've got him at 70% HP. Oh, Tanner's in trouble. Well, he's got full HP, but he's down for the count. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm too far away to cast. Oh, what are these? What are these orbs on me? Uh-oh. I think I should stay away from the orbs. Tanner. Alright, well, we've got him at 50% HP.
32.
Some of the dialogue that you might not be reading says, perhaps we can use the hollows to our advantage.
Oh, that's why they disappeared. I dragged them into a hollow. Okay. All right, 45%. %.
22.2. That's a second number.
I'm at 9%.
That's a lot of hollows on me. Ah! %.
Simple geometry.
And done.
%. %.
Mission complete.
You get 3 of them. Got that one. And that one. Some of them are hollows. I might have hit in a rage timer. $12. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 1. 1. Got him. Oh, there's this damaged crystal, which is no longer glowing. Oh, nope, there it is. Forgive me, Tainer. Far and wide did I travel with my companions, all the while searching for a way, any way at all, to bring you back to this world. And yet, in the end, it was all in vain. You still created the opportunity, even though you weren't really in control of yourself. Though I treasured the adventures I had with Ardbert and the others, my choice that fateful day forever haunted me. What if I had run off with the stone and used its powers to rescue you, as I had always intended? What adventures might we have shared? I sunk into the depths of despair, and felt myself a wretch for doing so. For by what right do I pity myself, when it was I who consigned you to far more cruel and tragic a fate? Whatever pain, whatever loss I knew, is nothing compared to what you suffered, what you still suffer. Abandoned by your only friend, cast adrift in a cold, dark void until the end of time. Yes, no doubt you are still out there beyond the rift, cursing my name to this very day.
Man, imagine how Nielbert would feel if he realised it was only like an hour.
That's not true, Nielbert. I'm right here. Is he even there? And yet, even if you despise me with every fibre of your being, even still, I would give anything to see you just one last time. You could curse me, revile me, rain fists and magics down upon me. It would all be worth it, just for the chance to say, I am sorry. Stop it, Nielbert. Please, stop saying those things. Even after you had your mind, your heart, your very humanity ripped from you, still, for all these years, you kept searching for me. How could I ever hate my best friend? Don't you see, old friend? It was Lore here who brought me back to this world, but it was you who guided her to me. God, the writing in this expansion is so fucking good. You have suffered long enough, my friend. I can take care of myself now. You need worry about me no longer, so please, rest peacefully. All right, Debitage, you're not really helping the mood, so go away. Call me crazy, but damned if the boy's words didn't actually get through to him. Hey, Tainer, I've got a gift for you.
The Debitage went away.
Thank you.
How did a rock deflate?
It's over, at last. You don't need to explain it to me. I know that the Nielbert we saw was just a memory, a reflection from the crystal. That my friend truly passed years and years ago. And yet, even if those words will never reach Nielbert, simply saying them aloud gave me a measure of peace. I have no regrets today. But we should be getting back to town before any more Sin-Eaters take notice of us, yes? I'll say, after that battle, I could use a rest. And I reckon Lore here could as well. Shall we head back to Mort Soak?
This music is pretty.
Yeah. You better keep him on as an apprentice, Sarek.
I'm sure we can get the Exarch to like fast track the adoption papers.
Huh.
Oh, no, I can't jump off.
We did what we had to do. I have no regrets. Well, if it isn't the woman of the hour. I'm happy to report the tales of our triumph are already spreading across town like wildfire. Who was watching? Word has it the merchants are so grateful that they intend to sweeten the bounty with a generous personal reward. My friends, I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, Nielbert has found peace, and I can finally close the book on this chapter of my past. Every day I thank the gods for having brought us together. The feeling's mutual, lad. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect when you popped out of that hole, but it's been a pleasure having you to our side. So, tell me, now that you've made peace with your past, what do you plan to do with your future? You and Lore have trained me well, and I am quite confident that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Perhaps I will travel the land and see if I might use my abilities to help those in need. If I didn't know better, I think those were the words of someone twice your age. If that's truly your intention, then I have something of a plan. First, I'll need Lore here's permission. It's just a thought I had, but let's say we give the lion's share of the bounty to Tainer here. I reckon he needs it more than we do. And besides, we couldn't have won the battle without him. Yeah, sure, I have so much money. I'm not going to miss it. Also, you're correct. But of course! I knew you'd feel the same. It's the least we can do to help the boy forge a path and a future for himself. Take him on as an apprentice, Sarig. You know you want to. My friends, I can never take advantage of your kindness like that. Stop being so self-effacing, Tainer. You pulled your weight.
You're literally homeless.
Think nothing of it. It's not easy for a boy your age to make his way in the world, and this is the least we can do. Think of it as a parting gift from your brother and sister in arms. Thank you, Sarig. Thank you, Lore. As long as I live, I will never forget your generosity. Finally, I've one last proposal for you, if you're keen to hear it. There's this bounty hunter I know. He can hold his own with a bow, but he's always thought he could take on bigger marks if he had a skilled mage at his side. If you're looking for a partner, that is. There you go. Sarig, you could not possibly mean... Of course I'm saying it. So, what'll it be? This puts a smile on my face. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. Why, nothing would make me happier. And I suppose that settles it. Welcome aboard, lad. I've got a feeling that this is only the beginning of a rewarding relationship. And on that note, I do believe my new partner and I are off to the Crystarium to find ourselves a new mark. If it's not too much to ask, why don't you join us there? I still owe you your share of the bounty, and I reckon it'd be a good place to say our proper farewells. So you have to do one of these before you can...
There's a certain point in MSQ where they'll be like, hey, have you done that? Have you done a role quest yet? No? Well, then fuck off.
And I'm wondering what particular bearing on the plot these have. Like, do you get a companion from the people whose role quests you've done? Do you get to see the ghosts of whichever virtues you've slain? I wonder. And maybe I'm about to find out, but... Crystarium. Well, not less, though. The Aetheryte. The path ahead will not be an easy one, but there is one thing I know. Where I once feared the future, now I welcome it. Hell yeah. Ah, Lore, glad you could join us. Tainer and I just arrived a short while ago ourselves. The boy's keen on starting his new life as a bounty hunter, to say the least. He's got no end of questions, that one, but there's only so much I can teach him. The rest he'll have to learn from experience. And so I intend to do what I can to show him the world and keep him safe. The son you never had, huh? So don't worry about us. Between my bow and his magics, I reckon we'll be able to hold our own out there. That said, should we ever find ourselves on the trail of a particularly nasty foe, I hope you'd not be averse to lending us your strength once more. Yes, somehow I have a feeling it won't take another 100 years for our paths to cross again. Until then, friend, stay sheltered in the shade. Direct hit, critical hit, determination. I'll take crit. Oh, I get all three?
You get all of them.
You get all of them, yeah.
Oh, cool.
They're kind of worthless nowadays, but there they are.
Speaker for the wise.
Yeah. For a boy his age, Tanner's got a good head on his shoulders. Why, he's already tightened our finances considerably. Mostly by cutting back on my liquor budget. Be a good example for the kid. Don't get sloshed every night. Okay, so time to speculate. My suspicion is that whichever of these you've done, all of them you've done will have some effect on the plot. You have to do at least one, but I think if you do all four, you get something from all four in the plot.
If you do all four, you get another side quest. You get another side quest kind of wrapping up the story of, like, all of them collectively.
So maybe that isn't how it works with the main plot. Maybe whichever of the virtues you've destroyed, their ghosts appear with Ardbert in the plot? It does make me want to do all four before we get to that point. And I guess we're running out of time, so we'll have to start doing more.
There's another hard lock point where we're not going to do the rest of them before 5.0, but we are going to do them before 5.2.
Okay.
Like that. That is the actual time limit.
Yes.
Gotcha. God, this track is good.
Yeah, I love the night. I just love the night music in general in like most of the cities or zones. Anyway, I have to go to the bathroom, so let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. God, the writing in this game has had a big upturn in quality since getting into Shadowbringers. I like it. But we have been going for a while, so that's where we're going to end for today. So I'll read my schedule and get off. Before I do, I would like to plug my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/LoreweaverStreams. The link's also in the description of the YouTube video and can be found with the !Patreon command in Twitch chat. I make my living off of Patreon. It's my sole source of income. And I make enough to pay my rent and my bills, but I'm mostly just scraping by beyond that. And I need to save up because I'm moving across the country in June. So if you could go to my Patreon and pledge $1 a month or $1 per stream or anything in between, I'd be grateful. I'm grateful to everybody who pledges because you're the reason I have this strange, silly job that I love so much. If it weren't for you guys, I would still be a telemarketer or a burger flipper or some other equally horrible, soul-sucking job that I hated in the past. So, thank you. I'd also like to plug my YouTube channel, @Loreweaver on YouTube. You can find the link with the !YT command in Twitch chat. I upload all my streams to YouTube, even though I'm a couple weeks behind at this point. Everything from the last 8 years is up there. There's a wide variety of games, the whole Final Fantasy XIV playthrough, among other things. I'm sure you'll find something you like. If you're watching this on YouTube, I stream live on Twitch almost every day at 1 p.m. EST at twitch.tv/Loreweaver15. The link's also in the description of the YouTube video. Come hang out and chat while I play. I love talking to people while I stream. We have a good time here. Finally, the schedule. Tomorrow, I will be continuing Horizon Zero Dawn for a patron. Monday will be The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky second chapter for a patron. Tuesday will be Root Double Before Crime After Days and possibly Tinykin for a patron. Wednesday will be Yakuza 0 for a patron. Thursday, I'll be starting Chained Echoes for a patron. Friday will be The Secret of Monkey Island for a patron. And finally, next Saturday, the 1st of February, will be our next Final Fantasy XIV stream. So that's what's coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.
Ciao for now.
Bye.